recently Alex Jones had his insane Second Amendment rant on Pierce Morgan. It wasn't quite as crazy as apparently gun nuts can go. So James Yeager is the CEO of Tactical Response.
This guy is a
Tennessee.
CEO.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does that even mean in this context? But he went on a series, 2 videos, 2 online rants. We've got a number of videos from that. They're all pretty crazy. Let's start the fun with the first video.
I'm telling you that if that happens, it's going to spark a civil war, and I'll be glad to fire the first shot. I'm not putting up with it. You shouldn't put up with it. And I need all you patriots to start thinking about what you're going to do. Load your damn mags, make sure your rifle's clean, pack a backpack with some food in it, and get ready to fight. I'm not fucking putting up with this. I am not letting my country be ruled by a dictator. I'm not letting anybody take my guns. If it goes 1 inch further, I'm going to start killing people.
Okay, well, there you go. Well, you can don't worry. You don't have to regulate companies because CEOs, will regulate themselves fine.
Yeah.
All right, now
it's not their language.
Right now, he's saying, look, if Obama comes to take our guns, etc. Now, they're finally President Obama and Vice President Biden are considering an assault weapons ban, right? But that doesn't mean they take your guns. All those guns get grandfathered in. Yeah. Now, one thing they mentioned is they might take some executive action as opposed to bills. That doesn't mean that they're going to take the executive action of taking your guns. No one has suggested that.
I'm sure, by the way, that guy really up on the nuances between executive action and working through the legislative process.
Yeah, but that's a dictator, and if a dictator comes,
this is one of those honest, hard-working men that the NRA talks about.
Yeah. So bottom line is, he obviously you just heard him say that he's going to start killing people, and then he's going to fire the first shot. It doesn't seem like a responsible gun owner, if you ask me.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Right.
Not responsible in terms of protecting his own life, if he has any respect whatsoever for the U.S. military.
By the way, he's going to get I would imagine that he's going to get a visit.
Yeah, he certainly should. So.
He's going to get a visit. And by the way, if I'm the federal agents who are going to make that visit, that's a visit I would come tactically prepared for.
Yeah, wear a helmet.
Yeah.
But so he's responded. There's obviously been criticism, as I imagine you can imagine. So he's responded to that. This next video talks about does he take back what he said? No, he doesn't really. Let's watch.
A lot of stirred up a lot with the pack your bags video. So number 2 here. I was mad when I said it.
No.
And probably allowed my mouth to overrun my logic, but I don't retract any of my statements. Now I have edited the video and I took off the end where I said I'm gonna start shooting people. Now I realize there are unedited videos that people have stolen from me. If you're one of the people that have stolen my video and you've uploaded it onto your site, please take it down. It's my property. It's my property. Take it down.
You gonna come shoot me?
Stole it.
Yeah.
He initially posted that.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this. You post a video online. That video is pretty public.
Yeah.
Okay, so Raw Stories, people who originally saw it, put it up. Then he gets the pushback on it, realizes that was a dumb thing to say, or his mouth overran his logic. And he says, now, I'm not retracting it. I'm standing by it, even though I just told you it was irrational.
Right.
And if you dare quote me, you're stealing from me, and there's going to be consequences. Yeah. But I'm not retracting any of it. Well, if you're not retracting any of it, then what difference does it make?
Yeah.
I don't condone anybody doing anything rash. I do not condone anybody committing any kind of felonies up to and including aggravated assaults or murders, unless it's necessary. Right now, it is not necessary.
I love that he has to clarify, I don't condone any murders right now. Right now. Okay, so just let's wait a couple of minutes.
Okay. Yeah, but he goes on in that second video to say a number of other crazy things. We've got a couple of really short clips that JR prepared.
You have no idea how many people that sent me emails and texts and called me and it was like, right on, my shit's clean, my bag's packed, you tell me when and where. You have no idea how quickly I accidentally assembled an army. I assure you, a quite formidable army.
I like how he's like, hey, don't quote me, but I've got an army of people ready to kill everybody.
But I was rash.
I was rash. Now I've considered it, and I'm tripling down. Right.
Yeah, it's just look. We had a production meeting a couple days ago where I talked about what I think when Alex Jones is making his rant, what he's actually picturing, and it's a pretty ridiculous sort of fantasy of what you and your hillbilly militia is capable of accomplishing against a modern military force with tanks and airplanes and cluster bombs and white phosphorus and things like that, and. Like he's lived his life, like he trains people in gun safety, and like he thinks about it a lot. But this is the best that he can come up with. That look, let's put it in the funniest terms possible. Video 7. He talks about what is necessary to stand up against tyranny.
But now's not the time. It's not time yet. It is time to get ready. It is time to get ready. Start working out. Start stretching. Start practicing. Start talking with your friends. Coordinating on a local basis.
Start stretching.
If you don't stretch before you engage against an M1 Abrams, you could pull a quad.
Yeah, Jesus. These jeans are too tight. I'm getting ready to fight the federal army.
I think he could stand up against A-10s now.
Oh my God, that hurt. This is going to take a couple of minutes.
Yeah, like that was a struggle.
You're not ready for the second revolution.
I am not ready for the revolution.
You know what's interesting?
Start stretching.
He can't wait to be the Taliban. Like, well, that's the Iraqi insurgents, and then of course the Taliban in Afghanistan. That's what they do. They fight a guerrilla war against our military, and I guess they're his idols because that's what he wants to do. He can't wait for a guerrilla war inside this country against our military. Now, look, John makes a good point. We send in the drones, and you name it, and you're going to be in a world of hurt, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you go ask the Taliban, you go ask random people in northern Pakistan what happens when the drones come. Okay, I'm ready, I stretched out, bam, and you're done. You're annihilated in a split second.
Yeah.
You didn't even see it coming. Okay, but look at the fantasy, though, to John's point. The fantasy is we're going to be in the wars, and we're going to be ready, and our shit's clean. I don't know about you, but my shit's dirty. Okay? and they got really clean shit, and they got the bags, and they're going to win. They're going to overthrow the tyranny of the U.S. government. And by the way, how un-American are they? How much do they hate the U.S. government, right?
They want to kill
the
people.
U.S. government, we theoretically live in a democracy. They represent the American people. And if these guys disagree with our representatives, they say, who cares? I don't give a damn about America. I don't give a damn about democracy. I don't care what the majority thinks. I'm going in the woods with my clean shit.